I know a place
I know a place
where life is good.
where life is good.
A brand new place.
A brand new place.
In your neighborhood.
Your neighborhood.
Come to my place.
Where dreams come true.
My saving place can save a lot of dollars for you.
My saving place. Kmart.
Kmart.
Is your saving
Yes, it is.
You need value face to face.
Every day.
Kmart.
Kmart.
Sells great merchandise.
You're gonna get value at a low, low price. Here at my place, you know you're gonna get more.
Get more.
My saving place has got a lot of value in store.
Your saving place. Kmart.
Kmart.
Is your saving
Sing it for me, children.
The new Solon Kmart will celebrate its grand opening starting Thursday. Hundreds of grand opening specials await you at this and all.
I am here at the Kmart that recently closed down here in Costa Mesa. This is the last Kmart in Orange County, as the business is unfortunately going down due to the pandemic. So let's take a look around the store and see what's left. We won't record that much because there's some people still in the building and we don't want to be disrespectful to them, so let's do whatever we can. So an interesting fact about me growing up as a kid with Kmart around is that there used to be like two Kmarts. There was one in around Catella and Euclid. There's around Garden Grove and Anaheim, sort of next to each other. And then there was one in Anaheim at State College and others, what's it called, Lincoln. But they have unfortunately closed down. I did see some people in the store. I'm guessing they're just trying to pick up whatever they have left. This Kmart has a lot of plants, from what I can see. But growing up as a child, I remember going to Kmart, me and my family. The last thing that I bought that I know of that was a big transaction at Kmart in Anaheim was that I bought a Halloween costume for a Halloween party in 2013. And a couple months after I bought it, they announced that they were going to close down. And it was pretty sad. You know, I remember my parents and I, we would go to Kmart sometimes and just buy anything like school supplies or Halloween stuff, anything. But to see it go down under is just very sad. However, you know, time goes on. I think this is eventually like gonna be the end of Kmart and Sears. I know a lot of businesses have struggled because of the pandemic. And I think the Sears Holding Company might actually close all whatever's left of the Kmarts and Sears here. But this is a really nice Kmart. I really like the structure. I have some photos if you guys want to see them in the end. I have more of them on my Instagram called Dahlia's Photos for Life. It's lowercase with the number 4. If you want to like look down at all the abandoned places I've been to. But that's pretty much what I have. I mean, what do you guys have, like, for your memories of Kmart? I mean, comment below if you want to talk about it. You don't have to. They also have their brands that they would use in the top of the store here. They have Kenmore, Craftsman, and Die Hard. I wonder whatever became of those brands now that Kmart and Sears are closing down. This Kmart is really structured too. I like how they went with the green for the front of the store. And we have another bench. this is the front entrance of the Kmart. Unfortunately, we can't go in there because there's people inside, so we don't want to get in trouble for it. They even have benches here. In the Kmart at Anaheim, I remember they had one of those animatronic ones, the merry-go-round that you would see as a kid. And I think they also had like water and soda machines. That's what I remember so far. We're at the front. There's not that much stuff left. I never understood why they had a garden shop. In the other Kmart where I grew up in Anaheim, they also had a garden shop. They also had a Kmart cafe, but they closed it down a couple years before they officially closed down forever in 2014 or 15, somewhere around that time. So we're at the left corner of the Kmart store, and this is where they have their garden shop. That's what they call it right here. It looks pretty empty now. This is where they have their garden place where they sell like a bunch of plants. As you can tell, it's really empty. Excuse the noise. Sorry about the noise too. This small area is actually called Kmart Plaza, but now that it's closed down, they might rename it, I'm pretty sure. So here's the back side of Kmart. And as you can tell, there's hardly anyone other than workers here. I'm guessing they're probably just picking up stuff or something. And an interesting fact about Kmart for me is that there used to be a Kmart where I live in Anaheim, located in Euclid and Catella. As of today, it's currently at Gold's Gym. I used to be a member, but then I don't know, I just didn't like that area, that's why. So I never worked at Kmart, but I did work at Sears, which is kind of like a parent company, sister brother company for each other. And growing up, Kmart was like the one store that me and my family would go to when I was younger. I'll never forget that time when I think I was like 7 or probably 7. I was a really big fan of Pokemon, and when I went out to the checkout, I saw the Pokemon pencils. They had a Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Pikachu. And I thought it was really interesting. I wanted to get them, but my parents didn't want me to get the pencils. They had like their evolutions, like in the whole pencil. And I was thinking maybe I should try to come early at Kmart late at night. But I never did it because of 1, I don't know how to get there. 2, I was so young. And 3, I didn't want to steal anything, because stealing's bad. But yeah, Kmart, they used to sell a lot of good stuff. They used to sell like a lot of nice clothes. There was this brand called Bongo, where they sold a lot of really nice stuff. I still have some of the clothes that I got from Kmart that I used to have from high school, because back at the time when I was in high school, I liked to dress up in like skulls or roses, and Kmart was the place I would go to buy my stuff in order to for people to understand my style. But yeah, they really sold a lot of good stuff back in the day, but during the last years, their clothes just started getting plain and simple. Another interesting fact about this Kmart in Costa Mesa is that I actually visited here in 2019. I had a background check for a job that unfortunately it did not work out, and I heard that there was a Kmart, and I came over, walked a lot to get there, and I took some pictures of the Kmart. And my experience with the Kmart was that their clothes were very plain, and it was very tacky. Like, they were very out of style. If you want to see the pictures, they're at my Instagram page called Dahlia's Photos for Life. As you can tell, it's really empty. Hardly any cars other than the truck right there, but let's look around the store and see what's left of the Kmart. So I am at the back parking lot of the recently closed Kmart. As you could tell, there's not that much going on, but there are some employees, I'm guessing from another company, just cleaning up or something. The Kmart recently closed down in May 28th, so maybe they're just trying to finish everything what they left off.
They don't want none. Look at me when I'm talking to you. I am phenomenal. The house that A.J. Styles built. Look at me when I'm talking to you. They don't want...
Yeah, so that's the end of the tour for this Kmart location. There's really not much to do anymore. I do apologize for not being able to show up when the store was closing down. But, it is pretty sad that Kmart's long gone now. This is pretty much the only Kmart that was open and running, as there's not any more Kmarts around here. The only Kmart I know that if you're interested in wanting to shop at Kmart, there's one in Big Bear Lake Avenue. I don't know where that is, probably like really far. That's pretty much it. Yeah, it's pretty sad. This is pretty much the end for Kmart now. No more Kmarts in Orange County. My dad, he would usually buy like the brand Wrangler, I believe. That's what he would usually buy at Kmart. But they don't really sell that brand anywhere else. But anyway, this is Douster. And if you like the video, or if you want me to do more of these abandoned store closings, just comment, like, or subscribe. Whatever you want. But I'll see you in the next video. And stay safe out there, and see you later. Bye.